Okay, so I'll just go ahead and begin. I want to start with sort of three preconditions from my perspective, what I'm bringing into this debate. First of all, I do not care if people believe in flat Earth. I have absolutely no stake in the matter. I don't think people that believe in flat Earth are stupid. I don't think that, I understand the impulse. I understand the questioning of institutions. I get all of that.
Okay, well, he's a step ahead of the regular coincidence theorist NPC, right? I mean, that's a step ahead. That's definitely a step ahead. Although, why does anybody care whether he cares? I mean, are we... technically, their job is to defend their position, not talk about what they care or don't care about.
I don't discriminate against flat Earth people. I just simply...
How is that relevant in any way to anything?
honestly don't think it's really worth discussing, but we are discussing it here. And
wait a second. Hold on a second. He thinks it's not worth discussing while discussing it? What? 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 I mean, that is kind of giving away his position psychologically, because how... Okay, I guess we can't definitively say he's not objective, logical, and neutral in capacity. Because, let's say, for example, because if he is, I'm not saying he is or isn't, but if he does have the capacity, if Austin brings certain arguments to the table that show him that it is worth discussing, and he changes his mind about it being worth discussion, I suppose then that's fine. He's not that mentally deficient. But why would you even say whether you think it's worth discussing or not? Why would you even mention whether you care or not about what other people believe? I mean, his job here in the debate is to defend his position, whether he cares about it or not, whether he thinks it's worth discussing or not. All of that's completely irrelevant, and he's bringing that as point one. That's a problem.
We'll get to why that is. But I don't care if you believe in flat Earth. I don't judge people by that at all. I have family and friends that believe in flat Earth. I respect them tremendously. Two, I don't have any training, indoctrination. I barely have education in the matter. I have no...
This is actually very interesting. I'm impressed just on the basis that this is not starting like a usual flat Earth debate starts. And just real quick to reiterate for the audience, I know a certain percentage of the MINDSHOCK audience thinks that discussing flat Earth debate is a complete waste of time. Now, my position, which I say all the time, it's not about the conclusion, it's about logic and logical argumentation, of which flat Earth is actually one of the absolute best topics to develop logic and reason and to learn about logic and reason, and also human psychology. So even if you don't care about flat Earth in any way, one way or the other, or you're offended, whatever, it's still the best topic to develop logic and reason and study psychology, is it not? So this is starting off already. Now, he's admitting that he doesn't have any education. So, okay, well, what is he really doing here? What would you say you do here?
Loyalty to NASA or any other governmental organization whatsoever.
People in the chat, God King Cthulhu 138 says, intellectually dishonest from the start. Possibly. Let's see.
Just like all government organizations, NASA lies all the time. That doesn't mean the Earth is flat. But three, in my position as a...
I mean, that's interesting. That is true. Just because NASA lies all the time doesn't mean the Earth is flat. Correct. It also doesn't mean NASA's lying 100% of the time. So if NASA is developing something here on Earth, which is empirically verifiable by everyone, you know, some of their basic inventions that have nothing to do with space travel, and are empirically verifiable and documented every step of the way, that could all be true. They might not be lying about that, and it's all true. So that is, you know, that is a decent point from Harrison H. Smith.
Professional conspiracy theorist, I'm really incentivized to actually believe in flat Earth, if anything. I know there's a huge and extremely supportive audience of flat earthers, and if I was cynical and greedy, I would pretend to support.
Justin Johnson in the chat saying, why trust a known liar regardless? Well, exactly, you shouldn't trust anything. That's why you see if their claims are empirically verifiable.
flat Earth because I know that the support that could get me. If anything, I'm sort of anti-pandering here. I know about half my audience believes in flat Earth, but I simply don't. And, you know, it would really seem like it would be in line with my general position, which is questioning authorities and questioning the official story.
I mean, there is a lot of narcissism here because, first of all, his first point about whether he cares or not whether people believe in flat Earth, he's making it all about himself. So again, this is some kind of like trophy generation, soy-infused individual. So he is making that obvious just from a psychological analysis point here. Because his first 2 points both revolve around himself instead of the actual topic being debated. So it's kind of obvious there's a certain amount of narcissism being dealt with here. So, yes, I want to keep that in mind just to see how he argues, because he's coming from the position whether or not people care what he cares about. Like, that's interesting, right? Now he's talking about how he's anti-pander. It's all about him instead of the actual topic.
But at the end of the day, I just sincerely don't believe it. So those are sort of my preconditions. I don't have any training. I'm not loyal to any, science. I'm not a trust the science type of guy. I don't actually care if you believe in flat Earth.
Wait a second. Does anybody know who's watched a ton of flat Earth debates? Is this the first guy who's not a trust the science guy? Obviously, he doesn't appear to know the difference between science and scientism, because the scientific method can be trusted to a certain extent, depending on whether the experiments are valid or not and in alignment with the scientific method. But yeah, he's obviously a conspiracy guy. He's a host on InfoWars. So if anything, this debate is unique. So we can see that.
And I'm really incentivized, if anything, to believe in flat Earth, but I just don't. And so why I'm against the flat Earth, also, I can sort of divide into three.
Wait a second. So he's saying he's not neutral. He's against the flat Earth without having any training or education, while also not being a trust the science guy. Wow.
Parts. One, I just genuinely do not think it's true. I researched flat Earth. I'd heard about it like...
Wow, okay. I have to stop this again. I'm sorry, people. The narcissism is getting off the charts here. It's not about whether it is true or not. He's making it about what he thinks, what he feels, what he believes, instead of the objective pursuit of truth. I mean, this is going to be tough.